Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am barefaced because I want to show you guys how I have been using this NYX Pro foundation mixer. I have the white one. I also have the olive toned one. So I wanted to show you guys kind of like how I'm using that to be able to kind of like adjust the color or the color on my CoverGirl Elixir foundation. And how I put together currently a very light, no makeup type of look, considering that it's been so hot in Jersey that I have to wear makeup because I love it so much, but at the same time it's just like it's too darn hot to like cake it on. So I wanted to show you guys how it is that I do it. The reason why I need to use this NYX white mixer with my foundation is because this the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir, unfortunately this is golden tan, but as you can see it's darker than I am, and so unfortunately I fell right between this one and the one before it, but the one before it was a little too ashy for me. So either way I was gonna have to correct the tone, and I thought this one would be the best shot for me, but unfortunately I still have to kind of play around with the color. So I'm gonna go ahead and prime my face. I'm using the Laura Mercier foundation primer, the Radiance. Ooh, excuse me, the Radiance one. So I'm just gonna, that might have been too much. So this is a really nice hydrating primer, as you can see. I mean, it's slightly tacky, but you can see the glow within it. So, okay, I prime. So I'll go ahead and do 2 pumps of the foundation. And then, just so that you can see, it has like a little spout to it. And I will, I'm trying to see if you can see, apply about that much, so about a dime, and then I take the back of a foundation brush and kind of mix it in together. And I only added that much of the white just because I want to play around with the color, and it gives me a chance to see if the color is gonna, so I try to color match. That's still a little dark, so the beauty is you can add as much as you need in order for it to come out, but to lighten it as much as necessary for the color that you're looking for. It doesn't change the finish. Obviously, if it's a very loose liquid, it's gonna get a slightly thicker because the color you're mixing in it's like a little moussey, but it doesn't really change like the finish, if anything. So if you have like a glowy foundation, then it's going to be a glowy finish. So once you've mixed your color, it'll kind of look like that. So not that much different, just slightly lighter. And then I use the tip of the brush to kind of look at my skin tone and compare, and that is the color. I did notice that Tati here on YouTube, obviously, who doesn't know of her, right? I noticed that she reviewed the Urban Decay Velvetizer and like the powder. It's apparently a translucent powder that you can add to your foundation. I don't have the full gist of it, but I do know that she said that the finish was beautiful. She was not oily, greasy, cake faced, tacky, sticky, nothing. Now, the reason why I bring that up is because this foundation, for me, I don't know about everyone else, but for me, I feel like I need to set because it does leave that kind of like tacky feeling, and I don't necessarily like that. So I said, well, translucent powder, right? So I grabbed my RCMA no color powder. Make sure it's no color though. And I just, someone's alarm went off. I just sprinkle some onto there and mix it in. Now this will also thicken your foundation if you have a very loose foundation. Okay, so you sprinkled some and just like swirled it in, and it's not like a cake batter where it gets like kind of clumpy and stuff, and she was so right, because it's nice and smooth. So I take the tip of it just to clear it out, because that is product obviously, and then I'll just like dab my foundation basically everywhere. I don't take the beauty blender and just like pop it in here to apply my foundation because it will soak up a lot of the product, and I kind of don't want that because I pay money, right? Then I'll go in with my damp beauty blender and look at that perfect color match. And my dark spots are finally lightening up with the new kind of like skincare treatments that I've been using, which make me super happy. I literally see a difference on a daily basis. That noise is the little one, I'm sorry. And I also feel like adding some translucent, even though it's like no color in it, it does almost make the foundation a little more opaque, but it's still not heavy. It's really nice. So once you've blended out all of your foundation, then you can go in and kind of cream contour, because that's going to give you a more airbrush kind of flawless look. Very effortless, very natural. So I'm going to be using the Absolute New York Sculpt Stick because it is inexpensive, effective, and works very nicely. And this one is in the color Deep. So I'm just going to show you guys how I've been doing it. So I'm doing it just, my contour just slightly higher than most, I guess. Here, here, a little here. I'm not, well, maybe a little bit of the nose, just a little bit. I don't really mind my nose. I like my nose. I'm gonna do a couple lines here. Okay. Then I'll use the opposite side, and I go along that line right down at the bottom, a little dramatic. There we go. And where else do I want to go? You know what? I'll kind of go here really lightly, just so it'll be a nice base. I've done that before. And right down the middle of my nose and forehead. Honestly, I feel like this would be a really good dupe for the Kim Kardashian kind of sculpting sticks, because it's the same shit. There's nothing really special, and you're paying $49. I don't have it, but it's for a reason. I paid like $5 for this, and it has the matte side and it has the bronzer side. The reason why I do the matte highlighter underneath is because, you know, when you're blending out contour, like a bronzer type of contour, it can kind of look a little muddy. So if I blend it out together, it'll be more seamless. So I'm just patting it into place, and then you can kind of still see that line. So just blend it out. Ooh. And then this I blend down. So I had no intentions of showing you guys like, oh, this is a Kim Kardashian dupe, but it's the same darn thing. It really is. And let's just do the center of our forehead, and this down here under our lip, because that automatically makes your lip look a little plumper. Under our eyes, you can obviously see it just so gradient, and I'm gonna set this a little bit with some powder so you'll see the difference, but it already looks super natural and even, and it's not muddy. It doesn't look all cakey because it's really not. I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild concealer, their photo focus one. Since I'm using the foundation, I might as well use the concealer at the same time. They work well together, I must say. So this is, there we go. And I'm just gonna add just a tiny bit here, just to lighten that up slightly. And I'll blend it in place. Translucent powder, and that I will kind of apply underneath here just to set that. And I'm using a beauty blender for that because it won't apply it in a cakey way, but it will definitely apply enough and set it. For setting the face, I have this, what is this? This Real Techniques contour brush, and I just have the slightest amount of powder left on this dish, And I'm just gonna set the areas that I feel tacky in, which is typically my T-zone. It makes me feel weird. I feel like there's a little like fruit fly in here flying around. So if it feels tacky, then I will go ahead and set it. Because if it's tacky now, it'll be tacky later. Or worse, it'll start moving around. You don't want that, so you want to set it. Now we're gonna go into brows. And that is easy, obviously. I don't try to clean them up, shape them, or anything. I want them to look as natural as possible. Again, this is a no makeup look. So I just go in. This has literally been my go-to product. I have not used anything else at all. And for me, that's surprising because I have way too much stuff. Some mascara just at the ends of the lashes to separate them and kind of make them look all flary and pretty. And then for blush, this has been my go-to since I bought it a month ago. I'm gonna go ahead and just add a little touch of blush, which will give you that kind of sun-kissed look. And Desi Perkins was so right. If after you go ahead and apply your blush, you kind of swipe a little bit over your nose, you look so like tan and sun-kissed. It's so true. If you want to add a little bit of glow, you can add any liquid illuminator. This one's the one that I have on hand with me right now. So I'm just gonna kind of apply some here. And I know it looks really dramatic, but we're gonna tap it. And I like it because it blends out to very natural. It's not very like opalescent and in your face, but it's still kind of, it's a healthy glow. Okay. I'm already here posing for you guys already. And then to finish the look off, we have this Clinique Crayola Chubby Stick, the moisturizing chubby balm. I'm not even gonna line my lips because this is just gonna give it like that kissed lip look and moisturize at the same time. Make sure we set everything in place. And that's it. This is, oh, there is a little fruit fly that's flying around my head. There's a fruit fly flying around my head. So guys, this is my no makeup look. I would call it a sun-kissed glow. And that's how I put it together. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And feel free to kind of experiment with different products. This is just what I had on hand. I think the vast majority was fairly inexpensive. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.